going completely unscripted here, so forgive me if I babble on a bit. So yeah, it's been a while. Well, it's been like, what, 2 months at this point? Let's see, Shield with Starters Only was uploaded November 23rd. So yeah. Didn't do so well on that whole making more content in 2022 thing now, did I? Okay. As you probably knew, you can also probably tell from the background that another thing I didn't do so well on was the whole moving thing. In a few months I will be. So one thing I did manage to do in 2022 was get out of that piece of shit job I'd had for fucking ever. Which is why I now get to grow a beard. It's very long. It doesn't normally look as long because my beard all curls back, but also I'm sober. I'm just tired. It's like nearly 11 p.m. on a Monday night as I'm recording this. So yeah, that's a big part of why I haven't uploaded much, why I haven't streamed much. I got a new job, and it takes up a lot of time. Heads up, I play with the beard a lot when I don't have a controller in my hand. Yeah, it's like, fucking working 10-hour days and shit. Really something I only did to save the money up to move. And one of the things about working such long days, obviously, is that I got fuck all energy when I get home. Pretty much, some days I will literally just get home and collapse in bed and fall straight asleep. Because as well as having to wake up early, I gotta be at work by no later than 7 o'clock every morning, I naturally stay up late as well. Like, it's rare I'm getting to sleep before, like, fucking 2 in the morning. Then think I gotta wake up about 6 to get ready for work, so I'm constantly functioning on about 4 hours of sleep. Which is why when I have streamed recently, because the body clock sort of sets to the work hours even on weekends. When I have streamed, I have had to cut them short because I'm about to fall asleep constantly. Now, this does tie into something else. If you've seen my Twitter, you'll know that I am not happy with myself lately. I weighed myself and came in at 152 kilos. Heaviest I have ever been. And as I said in that tweet, would be great if that were muscle. But even though my diet's better than it used to be, I exercise more than I used to, I'm getting fatter. Like, I should point this out. I haven't been 100% off YouTube. I just haven't been on my channels. So a lot of you probably know, I wrestle. I actually started up a YouTube channel for the local wrestling promotion that trained me and all that. And I've been running that and editing all the shows because my mum always recorded the footage for the shows. So I have all the footage from, like, January 2019 onwards. Actually, I think I'm missing February 2019, and that's going to be kind of hard to get that footage. But regardless, like, it's all right here on my computer. And I've uploaded quite a bit of it already. So yeah, that's where my creative side has been going. cursing the fact that I only had one camera until the most recent show that we held, because you try editing a wrestling show where people are going around 4 sides of a ring when you have 1 side of the ring worth of camera footage. But anyways, back to the tweet. Something I didn't mention was the fact that I had then, after I weighed myself that day, spent the next couple days exercising, and then I weighed myself again, and I didn't get a reading. The reading I got was error. I went over the scale's maximum weight limit. That's when I put the tweet out, was just before I weighed myself that time. Next day, I saw people talking about it on Twitter. Someone asked for opinions on it. I went out and got Ring Fit Adventures for the Switch. And I played it once. And my intention, and this still is my intention, but it has to wait for something else that's mentioned in the title. It was, and still is, to stream this at least once a week as sort of a motivator for myself. I don't know how to explain this exactly. I'm the type of person who will sort of be on the edge of doing something, but not really like, and then I have one brief moment of bravery where I don't do the thing, but I put myself in a position where I have to, where I can be, because as long as I don't do the thing, and nobody knows that I'm going to do the thing, part of me goes, you can't be held accountable for that. So I put it out there and make sure I can be held accountable. I've done this with trying to tell people stuff before that I was nervous about telling them. You know, as soon as I tell them, hey, I've got something to tell you, I've put myself in that position. So yes, at some point I'm going to stream that. It would have been literally the day after I got it and tried it out for the first time. But then, the final part of the title there is not actually confirmed. So back in October was my first bout with this. We're still not 100% sure what caused it. There's a bit of a chance that it was the heavy drinking one night on the weekend, because it was, 2 friends' birthdays. They had a joint birthday party. Drink the fuck up, But I was fine up until not to fucking put myself in a position to get sued or anything, but this is what the medical report says. I went and the day after that had Hungry Jack's for lunch. To non-Australians, Hungry Jack's is our name for Burger King, because an Australian company already owned the trademark to Burger King when International Burger King tried to expand into Australia, so they had to have a different name here. Now, keeping in mind, I don't work for him anymore, so I can finally fucking name the hellhole I spent 10 years in. I worked at McDonald's for 10 years, and did not eat Hungry Jack's in that time. I'd just recently gone back to eating Hungry Jack's, and that night, I was in immeasurable pain. I could not sleep the entire night, beyond just like managing to doze off for like a minute or two at a time, because I was that fucking tired, but I was in so much pain I couldn't sleep. Probably a bit too much information, but this all stopped. As in, nothing was coming out. Also felt like I was going to vomit. Didn't until I actually was in the ambulance was when I finally did. But yeah, it got to 6 o'clock in the morning. I hadn't fucking slept. We called an ambulance. Paramedic did a test on me. It was sort of a hands around the stomach and squeeze while I took a massive breathe in, and before that I had not thought the pain could get any worse. That fucking did it. And that is a test, I forget the name of it, but it is a test to check for gallstones. And if you have the reaction that I had of, holy fuck, this is the worst pain I've ever felt, tends to mean you've got gallstones. There is family history of gallstone issues with me. My mom had, I don't remember which way around it was. My mom and one of my sisters each had their gallstones out, one at 25 and one at 21. And I'm 25 now, so yeah, they put me in the ambulance, gave me morphine. I slept on and off for like 8 hours while I was in the hospital. They took blood tests, did an ultrasound on my stomach, and here's where it's not confirmed. Apparently, like, you'd think with the family history I would know more about gallstones. I don't. But apparently, blood tests can show something to do with the liver. And, on an ultrasound, they couldn't find any. They released me, yada yada yada, and then I was fine. And then the day I went to play that again and stream it, that morning I had started having the pains again. And I went to hospital again. And once again, my bloods were normal. They didn't do an ultrasound on me this time. Actually, as I record this, it'll be Wednesday that I have to go in for one. But one of the things, the reason I haven't got to streaming that yet is I was told, take a couple weeks, give it minimum 1, better off 2 weeks, before you try and exercise or any of that again, because otherwise I risk fucking causing more issues again. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I also started editing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime vs. Manga Part 2. I did not get far into editing that, but I just haven't got back around to it. I mean, it's gonna be, like, the final product's probably gonna be at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Why I Love Wrestling got copyright claimed again. That's a fun one. WWE uploaded one of their top 10 videos, and it retroactively gave me a copyright claim for it, and I fucking blocked the video. I'm not even bothering to fight that anymore. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back to making videos more and streaming more. I really intend to do Ring Fit Adventures at least once a week, probably typically like Saturdays around lunchtime, maybe 11:30ish. But hey, follow me on Twitter to figure out when I'm fucking doing that shit, you know? Uh, my friend Foxitler is hoping to do some streams with him. We've been fucking talking for literally months. Just occasionally going, hey, we should play Phasmophobia together, because I was never gonna play it, but then he started streaming it. By the way, while you're at it, twitch.tv/FoxitLiz, I'll put it right here. Go fucking follow him. I don't know if he has YouTube stuff up yet. So yeah, just wanted to give that update. I'm looking directly at my microphone instead of my webcam right now. I'm so glad I don't have that fucking scissor arm anymore, because I was fine with the microphone I originally got it with. But then I got this microphone, and this microphone is too heavy for that scissor arm, which is why I kept fucking knocking it down. Now I just have like a table stand that isn't the best. I wish I could find the one I used to have, just like a fucking round bottom with a fucking pole that stuck up. This one's got like 3 legs on it, but they have to be really widely spread out, and I do not have a lot of room on my desk. Anyway, I feel like I've been going to end this video like 5 times over now, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's why I haven't been doing stuff. Hopefully I'll be back to stuff soon. Bye bye.